Hey everybody, welcome to Sew with Joe. Today we're continuing on where we left off last time. The corduroy patch on the knee. Got the stitch going across the top last time. View from the outside. And then the view from the inside. Okay, let's begin. I noticed in the previous video that the black thread is hard to see with the black lumpy shirt, so if I'm doing any demos I'll try to move off to the side so you can see what I'm doing. A little shaky this morning. Oh, and if you're wondering what the black spots are all over my hands, I should probably mention that I was painting yesterday. My truck needed some rocker guard. I did. I have a 1990 Toyota truck, and it is. It's kind of like these jeans. It's just been patched together over the years. Still going, love it. And the front cross member had completely rotted out on it. So I cut out the old cross member, snagged a piece of pipe from my dad's place because I didn't quite have the right size, and I welded it in place, painted it up. The fun thing with the Toyota right now is that I have it licensed as an off-road vehicle. So I can drive that little truck anywhere that quads and side-by-sides and other off-road machines can go. So that's really exciting. I recently moved out of the city and need something to cruise around in the ditches out here. Like everybody else does. So yeah, that's been fun. It had been relegated to a shop truck because of the, a yard truck because of the amount of rust and decay on it, and I was getting to the point that I was afraid to be pulled over by the police every time I would drive it. So it was getting to be a bit sketch, a little too much sketch, and since we moved out here I was just using it as a yard truck, had the other vehicles going, so we're going to enjoy that as an off-roader, off-road only. I think it's a perfect thing for it too, because it needed a new life. Sarah with the morning coffee. Thank you. So yeah, that's one thing, we own a few vehicles, and we're able to delegate one for off-road only. So either that or we're gonna have to put a bunch of money into bodywork and windshield and all sorts of things so that we could run it a little more, how can I say this? With a little more confidence on the road that we're not going to get pulled over. I guess that'd be the way to say it. Yeah, I've got the Jeep Cherokee as well, modified. And Sarah's got a Mark II Golf, Volkswagen, and a Volkswagen Vanagon, and a Volkswagen Beetle. So she's got the VW part covered, and then I've got the motorcycle part covered. So I've got a trike. I've got a 85 Harley. I've got an 82 Suzuki that I turned into a brat bike. I've got a little XL 100, mid 80s as well, or early 80s I should say. Very few of them are running though. That's the main thing. It's like I've got all these vehicles and none of them move. I shouldn't say none of them. A few of them. Half of them. Yeah, there's the down seam. So punch through the seam coming down. And I'm going to follow that. Once again with my go-to blanket stitch. If anybody has any different stitch ideas or wants to see me do a different stitch, let me know. I will try something else. I'm open to new ideas. I just like the blanket stitch because it's super strong, it seems. I like working on my vehicles. I've set up my shop and my tools over the years to allow me to do a lot of the stuff that I need to. Not everything, of course, but a lot of the stuff that I need to. And I forgot to set a timer. I usually have a 20-minute timer for doing my 20s, my 5 a.m. Club 20-20-20s, like I was talking about last time. If you weren't here to hear it, I basically get up, do 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of something creative, which is my sewing, and then 20 minutes of research or learning of some sort. And I find it's a great way to get the day going. It takes an hour out of your morning, but if you're getting up a little earlier for it, then it all balances out, and you actually get, well, I actually get more done in a day, I don't know. Results may vary. So, I encourage you to do something like that anyways, just something to get you moving in the mornings and get you out of bed, give you a reason to get out of bed. I have a little bit of a history of some mental health difficulties. Got some anxiety and depression issues. I find this really helps calm me down a little bit, get me going into the day. Kind of center you first thing in the morning. So one thing with the blanket stitch, you do use quite a lot of thread, and it is pretty time consuming. Like I say, it seems to be quite strong. Alright, a little late for this, but pause for the cause. Today we have a little bit of OG Kush. Also grown by me, again, legal grower. Don't call the police, because it will do no good. They will just tell you to leave me alone and mind your own business, because it's legal. Well, they wouldn't say that actually. They would have to look into it, see that I'm, you know, legal, and then just not do anything. Tell the person that they look into it, and it's all good. I don't know what they would do. Yeah, the hemp wick I like, just because it takes that butane taste out. You don't have to worry about flint metal getting into your bowl and polluting everything. Butane actually has a taste, like the regular Bic lighters. Oh, this isn't really a regular Bic lighter. It's my Wizard. But inside is a regular Bic lighter. And yeah, fluid from that burning off has a very sweet taste, which, now that I know what it is, do not like. Today, me and my dad are going to start building a shed in the backyard. I have a lot of things sitting outside or sitting inside that covered cold storage would be preferred. I can have a little more room indoors and tidy some of the things up outside. Not have quite such a mess for this winter. Whenever you move into a new place, there's always a million things to do. Just gonna repin this, give it a little more solidity here. Stretch this out nice and flat. again, that's the thing. Like if it doesn't turn out absolutely perfectly, really, it's not that important. We said about a lot of things in life. When your landlord says that your rent is late, you may have to litigate. Just follow the advice of the song. Don't worry, be happy. Something I constantly have songs and movies popping into my head. So maybe this will be the place that I can express that. People can see exactly what's going through my brain. Looks bunny right now for some reason. I don't know. Oh, cartoons are awesome. The old cartoons are awesome. Some of the new ones are just dumb. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some funny ones, like Archer. Archer is an awesome cartoon. What's yours? What's your favorite these days? What do you watch as far as an animated series goes? I was thinking more of like the cartoons when we were kids, like, oh, what did I have? Thundercats was massive for me. I loved Thundercats. Their oh, what was their machine called? Their ride. Can't remember, but they had the coolest car. I think I self-identified best with Panthro, the guy with the nunchucks. He was always just a little different. And I think he was the one that took care of the vehicles, if I remember properly. What else did we have? Watched a bit of He-Man, not a whole lot. What was your favorite cartoon growing up? Jog my memory. Of course, is Looney Tunes, and then later on Tiny Toons. Tiny Toon Adventures was awesome. I watched that with my brother. I have an older brother. He's 6 years older than me. He loved the Animaniacs. Pinky and the Brain. And their song of all the countries is amazing. If you don't know it, look it up. Animaniacs. Probably like Animaniacs World Country Song or something like that. They basically put all the names of the countries in the world to a song. And then during the video they're like pointing them out on the map so that you can actually learn geography if you want to. Stuff like that I really enjoy, like when animated series or cartoons, actual cartoons. The difference between an animated series and a cartoon, I think, is just the audience. Tell me if I'm wrong. But an animated series seems more like it can be for any audience, and a cartoon seems more like it be for more directed at the young to teen audience. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. Don't tell me I'm wrong. But give me your opinion. Repin again. Move this one down a bit more. Get it just on the other side of the seam. like the Little Mermaid growing up. It's a movie, but cartoon. The Under the Sea song is just, yeah, so good. In case you didn't hear last time, this is Lumply. He's a character that Scamskate has created. Friends of mine own shirt print or screen printing business and skateboard manufacturing and skateboard shop. Skateboard manufacturing business and shop, all in one kind of thing. And awesome guys, and they created a series of characters. This is Lumply. So Lumply is keeping you busy, or keeping you company this morning. I also play Borderlands, and whenever I'm talking, I always think of Claptrap.
Follow the soothing sound of my voice.
That's a terrible, terrible impersonation. I just don't have it right now, and I didn't want to be too loud. But, yeah. Borderlands is awesome. I like video games like that because, well, I like first-person shooters for one, but the thing I like about those types of games is that it's not hyper-realistic. Like Borderlands, yeah, there are some humanoid people that you have to fight against, but most of the time you're up against like alien life forms that you've never seen before and obviously aren't real. And you know, I'm not a big fan of stuff like Call of Duty where you're just, you know, you're shooting people, you know. I know it's a weird differentiation, but it's there. And let me know. I'm trying to have a chill thing going on here. If there's something that you hear that's annoying you that I can change, let me know. Or if there's something that I'm doing that irks you, let me know, and I'll just smooth things out as I go along. Don't want to be irksome to anyone. I know I sniffle and stuff a bit. It's because I have a deviated septum, and it sucks. I hope you can't hear that fly that's bouncing around up there. That is annoying. To me, anyway. Sorry. Oh, we're almost at the end of our second stitch. I must have been going here for a while now. Probably should wind this up after this one. Start having a cookie this morning. Yeah, today I'm starting to build a shed with my dad. mentioned that already. He's got he's got all the material and the know-how. So you know, I guess what I'm bringing to the table is just being there. Okay, let's tie this off and go under the thread. Sometimes I go through the material as well. Wrap it around and just do a knot. Try not to get hooked on the safety pin as I have. Pull that off of there. Pull that off of there, and there we go. And pull tight. And do that a few times. Well, that felt like a quick one this morning. I know my last ones were pretty long. But I hope you enjoyed joining me this morning. Got that done and that done. Tomorrow, the universe and beyond. Show you outside. See how it's coming along. That would have been the far edge. Would have been the far edge here and there. Down till there. It's the old sewing line. That patch goes all the way down to there. So it's a big one. This is a big knee patch. One thing I've learned over the years with these is that thin material, such as this, that I got from Amsterdam. Went there in 2012. Material like this does not last on the knees. It just blows right out. So you got to do either denim, corduroy, something, you know, khaki material, whatever, something a little heavier duty. One thing I did on another pair was I sewed in a double thick knee area from a pair of army pants. So then you can actually, sorry, fly buzzing in my ear. Jeez, totally lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. I have to take care of these flies. But again, thank you for joining me. Please, if you have anything to say about what I was saying, leave a comment. I know I didn't get to do anything too terribly deep and poetic today, but won't be able to do that every day. Some days it's just sewing and relaxing and chatting. This was an error from a long time ago. And this is the kind of thing I just leave, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I messed it up, but you just continue on, and it's not that important. It looks kind of neat. So, yeah, that's it for this time. Till next time, keep on chilling.